What is up, guys? Skull Ripper, bringing you another IRL vlog. This one, it's work position 3. So I think if you remember my latest one I did where I was at work, it was that crazy one with all the schizophrenics and all the weird shit going on. Well, I'm not working that one anymore. I'm working at a different one now. I'm at work now. It's another homeowners association. I've been working here for about, I think since August of last year. Yeah, August of last year, or no, maybe September. So it's been a few months since I've been working here, and probably wondering, well, how come you didn't record an IRL vlog, beforehand? Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, this place is a lot easier than the last one. The other one was super crazy. This one is not too bad. It definitely is calmed down. It's another homeowners association, which sucks. I officially hate homeowners associations, but they needed to fill in Saturday and Sunday for me, so it's Saturday today. And yeah, so they asked me if I wanted this place, and I was like, I guess. And it's a lot easier, it's a lot smaller. The other one was a fucking maze. And yeah, definitely get lost in that one. This one is not too bad. It's just one pool, which is amazing. Just one pool and a lake. That's it. I patrol the lake. So I still have a golf cart. Actually, a nice golf cart. This one's a lot nicer. This one's actually electronic and doesn't make all this noise. So it's nice. So yeah, that's all I do. Is I just patrol this little pool here, and then I get on my golf cart and I patrol the lake. It's a small little lake. It's not that big, but people could fish and all that. And what I have to do is ask them for their IDs when they're at the lake. And that's basically it. That is all I do here. Maybe later when it calms down here at the pool, I'll show you what the pool looks like. It's a nice pool. And then maybe right now I'll probably go patrol the lake, because I need to go do that right now. All winter long I was from October to almost until now. I've always been alone, so there was no one here when I arrived on shift. So basically, it's either me and the residents, but now they're starting to have the pool monitors on site. And right now, I am in the office of the area. Let me show you. So basically, this is where I enter through. Right here, that's the entrance, and this is where I was just sitting. Basically, this is the office. This is where the residents, sign up for their shit, get their houses, and all that crap. Different offices. And yeah. And basically what happened today is usually there's something going on in the clubhouse. You always have to have your clubhouse. It's a nice one. It's a pretty big one. I'll probably show you right now. But this is the meeting area. This is where I guess they have their meetings and stuff. So yeah, pretty nice. Alright, so now basically we're in the clubhouse. If you guys don't know what a clubhouse is, basically the residents can rent this out or use this whenever they want. They pay a fine, say if they want to have a party here, a birthday party, baby shower, whatever the hell they want. And yeah, they can use this. So this is just a sitting area. It's pretty nice. And TV, fireplace. And then you got your big room, which they rent out. So this is just a big empty room. Not too long ago, there was actually people in here. Just a couple minutes ago, it was a baby shower. So what I have to do is when they're cleaning up and all that stuff, and there's the pool out there. That is the pool, and you can see the lake. It's pretty nice. And here's the other side. So this is what it looks like here. Basically, you got a projection screen, so you can like watch movies. They always have kind of different events going on at this association. And projection, pull down the screen, and there you go. And that's an electric fire, so you can turn it on whenever. Probably show you that at night. Bookshelf that doesn't serve anything. Here, there's a bunch of electronics in here. You know, your radios, different shit. And this is the outside here. They can sit on the patios. There's the lake there. You can see it. So basically, this lake kind of wraps around the whole pool. So it's actually pretty nice. I dig this place. Even though it's nice, you know, I don't like the residents here. I mean, the residents aren't too bad, you know what I mean? But, and of course, you got your infamous bathrooms. This is the ladies' bathroom. I have to check this. So, yeah. And there I am. So basically, when I do the walk with the host of the event, which is the resident, I have to check if the bathrooms are clean, all that stuff. And sometimes they can leave them pretty damn dirty. I've seen them pretty bad before. And this is the men's. Same exact thing, just different. Yep. So I just did this about a couple of minutes ago, so I'm just showing you kind of what I do. So, yeah, I'll probably take you out to the lake. So basically, I'm on my golf cart, and yeah. Oh yeah, let me show you the. They also got a kitchen. So here's the kitchen, there's the pool. So basically when you rent it out, you can have a kitchen. You know, they got garbage disposals, 2 refrigerators. Yeah, all kinds of storage. You can cook in here if you wanted to. Again, when I do the walk, I have to check these. Because sometimes people leave food in here and won't clean their shit up. And yeah, more storage, microwave, all that fun stuff. And this door leads out to the back where the people put their trash. Which there's no trash at the moment, just a box. And this leads to the pool also. Alright, so right out there was the pool. I'm trying to keep it quiet because there's residents out there. But this is the storage room. Basically, they keep everything here. Any extra equipment, life vests, all that kind of stuff. Different lights, all kinds of different extra stuff. You know, signs for events and all that. I normally don't use any of this except for one crucial thing. After an event, I have to take out the trash, so I do need my gloves. I use those. And the most important thing I use is my golf cart. Yes. This is a nice one compared to the last one I had. A definite upgrade. This one has nice seats. Look at these seats. Oh yeah, it's all soft, cushiony, leather. Yep. So I use this, and then here I have it's electronic, so there's no noise to it really. And here I have the list of all the houses, like the street names, I mean. And yeah, so that way if they don't have their ID, I could just look up what street they live on. Definitely a nicer garage than the other one I had. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to record while I'm on the lake, because there's a lot of people out. There's always a lot of people walking the lake, but I'll try to get as much as I can, maybe record with my phone. Who knows? But we'll try to get as much as we can. And without me being caught. So yeah, I'm gonna take this bad boy out here, my golf cart, and I will see you when I'm over there. What I'll probably do is just come out, go around, and then start recording when I'm like down there. Alrighty. Alright, so for this part, I just decided to mute the video of this portion because while riding on my golf cart, it is kind of windy out that day. So I just decided to, probably just talk over this part. But yeah, here is the entrance. The entrance of that place is actually changed a little bit. They actually added a gate there with kind of like a yellow gate. It's like a swing gate, and it has a lock. So now when I patrol the lake, I have to actually lock the gates when the lake closes at 11 o'clock. And so yeah, they added about 5 or 6 gates around the lake. So that's what I have to do. And this is just the sidewalk I just patrol on. And there's the lake there. It's a really small lake. It's not that big. But yeah, it definitely is nice to patrol. And there's the pool right there. That's where we were. And later on I'll show you. I couldn't get any footage of being in the pool in daytime, so I had to record it at night. And there I had to cut it off because there was a woman walking, and I had to ask her for her ID and stuff like that. But they do have benches where they can sit. But yeah, it is really cool to patrol the pool. I don't deal with a lot of teenagers, a lot of problems out here on the lake with teenagers. It's actually, I have problems with the elderly here. They like to walk a lot, and a lot of them just have really bad attitudes. I have a lot of them here that just refuse to show me their IDs, and because they have to be carrying their ID at all times. It says right when you enter the lake, the rules are all around the lake, and it says, please have your ID present. Security will be checking, and a lot of them just refuse to just show me their IDs, and they have them with them. Like one guy in particular, he played the I don't understand English game, and I've dealt with a lot of those, that try to play off like they don't know English, and I know they're bullshitting. But yeah, that's the type of shit I deal with on the lake, and when you deal with people, I'm pretty sure some of you have dealt with that. But I'll ask them for their IDs. They're like, I don't understand, and yeah, I can sense their bullshit, and and then just a second later, right when I leave, there they go on their phone, back to talking on their phone, speaking perfect English, and yeah, and some of them don't have IDs, so what I have to do is kick them out. We have a lot of non-residents, because this is only for residents. Only residents can use the lake. So when I check their IDs, if they're not a resident, I have to say, hey, you have to leave. Some they don't want to leave. Right here
is like a sitting area. A lot of people like to fish here. You can fish here. They have a lot of fish in the lake. So that's also a reason why a lot of non-residents come here, because it's a lake, you can fish. It's a perfect fishing place, and I would definitely fish there. But yeah, you definitely have a lot of non-residents, and yeah, if they don't have their IDs, so basically I approach them. I just ask them for their IDs nicely, and sometimes they don't even have to pull it out all the way. As long as I see it and I recognize it, I'm on my way. It's not that hard. All you gotta do is just flash it to me, and that's it. I'm not like, sometimes I'll grab it just to make sure, and sometimes it's not even them. Maybe it's their husband's card or something like that. And especially the kids, if they're of age to be alone walking and stuff, I won't make a big deal about it. If they have their mom's ID, I'm like, whatever, that's fine. As long as you have an ID, that's cool. But yeah, so this is where I park here and chill, and then I just talk. So the pool is right to the right over here. So yeah, and this is where it goes back to normal talking. Sorry if I sound tired in this video. I was actually super tired, but yeah, we'll get back to the normal footage.
So basically, I'm just chilling for right now. But yeah, this is what I this is what I do. Definitely a lot calmer than the other place I was at. I just watched ducks. And basically I patrol this maybe every hour or so. And yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me over the wind. I'm not sure if you can or not. But yeah, I basically patrol this almost every hour. Definitely is relaxing. I love patrolling the lake. I think this would be the perfect job to have if I didn't have to deal with people, the residents, because I remember during winter time, man, I'd be patrolling. Sometimes I'd be patrolling in the rain, and I still love patrolling the lake. I just love looking at the lake, being on the lake. It was definitely fun, and yeah, but it definitely is beautiful. I like it. And at night, it definitely reminds me of Disneyland. Just kind of how like the light hits the lake, kind of looks like Disneyland at night. I probably won't be recording at night much, just because it is dark and there's not really much to see. But yeah, this is what I do. I patrol the pool, then almost every hour I go and patrol the lake. I ask for people's IDs and stuff like that, and yeah, so it's a real chill job. Sorry, I'm a little tired. It's a chill job. Definitely a lot easier than the other one. The other one was kind of crazy. I'm not saying this one doesn't get crazy. You do have your teenagers that like to start stuff, but yeah, it's not many here. It's a lot of elderly people that live here that are retired and stuff like that. The only ones that give me problems are the teenagers. One in particular. I'll probably talk about that later. But yeah, this is what I do. I patrol this whole thing. I started from over there behind the pool, patrolled all the way, went all the way around, came all the way back over here. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys later.
Alright, in this little section, this just kind of shows the entrance. I just went around and then back. That's the main street, and then you turn left into the parking lot, and you're right in front of the clubhouse. And yeah, the lake was pretty empty that day. It was actually kind of cold out and windy, as you just heard from the camera footage. And so this is like the entrance There's two entryways. There's the one right there that goes to the clubhouse to the left, right there, that door. Then there's a big gate, and yeah, and then I just go back and enter the office.
Alright, so I'm back in the office, just patrol the pool. I'm trying to get camera footage inside the pool, but it's just very hard because there's a couple people in there, and so yeah. But I just want to explain something. I think the interesting thing working in security is you get to kind of like just wander around and check things out. Like, one thing I always do is like I just like to look at people's desks, you know what I mean? Like, before I came here, I didn't know what any of these people look like, or so I always kind of like try to look at their desks, see how they do things, how they work, and then maybe when I see them, I'll kind of have an idea of what they look like, you know what I mean? Like, just looking at all their stuff, and, how their writings are, and pictures. This kind of stuff fascinates me as security, just kind of like, not snooping around, I guess, but just looking at everything, not touching anything, of course, it's not my stuff. Gotta have some respect for them, you know what I mean? But just like this, like a little drawing there, so you can definitely tell like the association, the kids really like whoever this is, and you can definitely see her style of organizing. Look at this. You got stamp-its all over the place, overlapping one another on her desk. It's funny. And the funny thing is like, I know what she looks like now. So, I try to like picture, what would she look like, And then I remember I met her. I see her all the time here. She usually comes at night, and just by what you see on that desk is kind of what you'd expect. Like, she's really pretty, and she's a really nice girl, and super nice. But you can definitely tell she's quick. She's quick. She's always forgetting stuff. She's like, do I need this? Did I forget this? She's just very, upbeat, And then this one's more laid back, which you can kind of tell. There's not too many notes all over the place, but yeah, these are the two office workers, and then you got the actual manager. So you can definitely see this is where the big office is. This is where she's at. See, she's got papers all over the place, and yes, very disorganized. And yeah, that's her office. And and the funny thing about this one is, this is the manager. This is the higher up one. This is the one that pays us. But as you can tell, when I first got here, there was food all over the fucking place. And I was like, oh, okay, so she must kind of be a heavy-set girl. There's a lot of food, or either she's pregnant, or I don't know. But then I saw her. She is a heavy-set girl. Crazy attitude, man. Like, bitch. So, yeah. It's just little things that kind of like I like to do. I remember I patrolled the office one time. It was just like an office building, and I'm just walking through and looking at everybody's like pictures on their shit, and that's just kind of fascinates me, seeing how other people live. And then you got the main office here, and let me turn a light on. But then you got this person's desk. This is where, that's my paper right there. How she lives. She has like a bunch of, she usually has some proverbs every day. Whoever guards his mouth preserves his life. He who opens wide his lips comes to ruin. It's just little things like that. And then she has like a picture of celebrity stars, but there's names by them. So basically, it's kind of names referring to the office girls in here, you know, kind of how they are and what they look like. So, yeah, it's just definitely interesting. Alright, so I'm just chilling here. I'm trying to see if I can show you the pool, but like I said, there's still more people in there. Maybe I'll have to show it at night, which sucks, but, you know, what can you do? But, March 10th was my 1 year anniversary for working in this company, and I didn't even remember until like the supervisor gave me like a little pendant type of thing, like a little badge. The thing is so damn small. I don't have it with me right now, but you know, just a bonus check and you know, congratulations on 1 year, and I was just like, oh man, it's already been 1 year. Holy shit! But yeah. 1 year working in this company, so I've been pretty much a security guard for about 2 years now, and yeah, so now that it's kind of getting warmer out, you know, it's starting to become summertime. Usually I'm alone, but then one day I showed up, and you know, there's the pool monitors there, and you know, one was training with the other pool monitor, and this is an older guy. I think he's like 73 or something like that. Older dude, you know, and he was like, oh yeah, I've been here for about 6 years and stuff like that. I was like, holy shit. And the funny thing is like, you know, when I come in, I usually have to go to the lockbox outside. I have the combination, open it up, and there's the office keys. So then I can open up the front door here, come in, get the real keys, and put the keys in the lockbox. Well, that one day they weren't in there, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And you know, and that's when the pool monitors started, and they didn't even tell me when the pool monitors were starting. And you know, and then I see two guys, you know, I see two security officers there. I'm just like, what the hell's going on here? And you know, I show up, and immediately the older guy was like, are you Easton? Are you Eric Easton? I was like, yeah. I was like, what's going on? And I was like, there's a lot of you guys here. And they're like, oh, I'm training this guy right here. I was like, so you're the infamous Officer Easton? And I'm just like, I was like, what the hell? Infamous Eric Easton? I was like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, man, you're very known around the office and, you know, in the work. A lot of people know about you. I'm just like, what? I was like, what the heck? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, people talk about me? Like, is it good? Is it bad? He was like, oh, no, it's good, man. They all talk about you, and, like, they talk about your incident reports, all the stuff you've went through at the other sites. I was like, they actually talk about my incident reports? Like, you know, if something goes down, you know, I have to write an incident report, and I guess the office reads them and stuff like that. They're like, yeah, man, they said you write some really good incident reports where it's like down to the T and all that, you know. And I was just like, well, I've learned how to write an incident report from my dad because he's a retired correctional officer. So, you know, and he's like, man, I can't believe I'm actually meeting you. And like, he was super genuinely excited to meet me, which I've never had that before. Like an older guy kind of look up to me. You know what I mean? I was just like, man, I should be looking up to you. You've been working here for years. You probably see some shit. And he was like, yeah. I even asked him that. I was like, man, you probably seen some stuff. He was like, yeah, it hasn't been too bad, you know. But you, man, you know, you've only worked a year here, and you've seen a lot more than I have. I'm just like, damn. He's like, yeah, man, it's just glad to meet you. I'm glad to meet you, man. Let me shake your hand. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? I just thought it was a trip. And then, you know, he was talking about, oh, yeah, the supervisors, man, they talk about you and, you know, and all good things and stuff like that. You know, this other supervisor, though, he's a dick, though, right? And I was like, yeah, you know. And we're just kind of talking, going back and forth. And it's just crazy because I guess I'm very popular in the office now. And I was like, man, I'm just doing my job. I'm starting to think, am I the only one actually doing shit in this company? You know what I mean? Kind of seems like everyone's slacking. But, yeah. It's definitely getting darker out, so I'm kind of like trying to keep the light on me. But, yeah, not too much goes on around here. Just the teenagers, you know. you'll get some adults that just don't want to show their IDs. I have a bunch of them that are like regulars I see almost every weekend here. I'll ask them for their ID. They're like, "Fuck you." And these are older people. These are like people in their 40s and stuff like that. These are people walking with their kids, and they're like, I asked them for their ID. I was like, "Hey, I need to see your ID real quick, just to make sure they're a resident." Because only residents can use that lake. So, I'll ask them, and they're like, "No, I don't need to show my ID to you." I was like, "Hey, I didn't make the rules, man. It's just policy. If you have a problem with it, go to the meetings, man. Change it or something. But until then, I have to see an ID." They're like, "No, I've been living here for 7 years, and I'm entitled. I don't want to show you my ID. I don't need to. I've been living here." I'm just like, damn. So, yeah, I get those a lot. People that just like to cuss you out. They're like, "Fuck you." They just see the badge, and they just automatically assume, I'm authority, and they don't want to do anything. I mean, it's not like I'm a dick about it. I'm not like that. I said this before, all the time. I'm not an asshole like that. If you guys were a resident, I'd be like, "Hey, man, how you doing? Hey, I just need to check your ID real quick, and then I'll just get on going." That's all you have to do. It's so easy. Just show me a badge. I don't even have to take it from you. As long as you have some sort of badge, I will let you go. And people sometimes, I just see them pulling it out of their shirts. I'm like, "Cool, thanks. That's all I need to know." I just see the tip of it. They're just getting it out of their purse or something like that, and they're getting ready to show me. I'm like, and I'm already gone. I'm just like, "Hey, thank you. I already saw it." I don't give a fuck. If there's as long as you have some sort of ID or something like that. If you look sketchy, then I'll check it. But that's all you have to do, and that's easy. And then I'm on my way. It just takes 2 seconds of their time, and they don't want to do it. I had one lady who was just like, fuck you, I don't give a shit, blah blah blah. And then there's another thing. There's a supervisor in this company I don't like. So I guess word's been getting around how awesome I am and all that crap. But yeah, this guy, he's a prick. And me and him have gotten into it a couple times. It's just the way he talks to me, the way he says things, and and that's another thing. I get a lot of complaints here. I have a lot of residents that hate me and want to see me out of here. So he's always coming up to me like, "Yeah, man, you got another complaint. I just want to say, I don't know what we're gonna do. We might have to remove you off site because of all the complaints you're getting." I was just like, "Because of all the complaints I'm getting?" I was like, "Well, what are the complaints?" "Well, there's 2 of them. One, they're saying that you're in the office for a long time, that you don't go out and patrol the lake, that you don't do anything, that you're just sitting in there doing nothing." I'm just like, okay. I was like, okay. And then I was like, "Well, what is the other complaint?" "The other one is, well, you're speeding in your golf cart. That people have to leap out of the way so they can get out of your way, and they're leaping and screaming." And I'm just like, leaping and screaming? Like, I don't even go. I go maybe below 5 miles per hour. I'm almost stalling the goddamn thing because I'm going so slow. But those are the types of complaints I get, and just the way he was like saying it to me. He's like, "Yeah, man, if you keep getting complaints like this, just make sure you're not in the office all the time, and just make sure you're slowing down." I was like, I told him, I was like, "So basically, it's my word against the residents." And it sounds like to me that you're with the residents because you're telling me not to do this, not to do that. You think I'm doing this, all this stuff. And he's like, "No, I'm just telling you, because we might have to remove you off site." I was like, "Why do you have to remove me off site?" I was like, "I could show you everything." I was like, "Tomorrow or whenever, join me on a shift, like 8-hour shift. Come with me. I'll show you exactly what I do. I'll show you how long I stay in the office. And I'll show you how fast I go in the golf cart." He's like, "Oh, no, you don't need to do that." I was like, well, yes, I do, because you're threatening me with my job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my management, the HR, and tell them what you just said to me. They're like, no, you don't have to say that, man. I'm just telling you, I'm just trying to like pump you up, just trying to give you a, like motivation to prove yourself. I'm just like, prove myself. I was like, I don't need to prove myself to you. I was just like, I'm doing my job. I was like, I get complaints left and right, and it won't be lasted, and won't, I'll keep getting them because I'm doing my job. I have residents that hate me. And he was like, I know, I'm just telling you. I was like, well, I'm just telling you that I'm going to make a complaint of how you're talking to me, because it's kind of seemed like you're threatening my job. You're believing the residents that I'm not doing all this shit, and you never heard my side of the story. And he's like, oh, all right, man, I'm just saying, you don't have to do that. I was just like, all right, well, are we done here? And I just signed the paper and boom. Then he left. So me and him were not really on great terms. But, I mean, it's true, man. The way he was talking to me, I'm just like, join me on a shift. Of course, yeah, I'm sitting here. I mean, it looks like I'm not doing anything, but, yeah, I'm actually on my break right now. But, yeah, that's just how it is. And, yeah. So I guess I'm all popular with the, and then I actually heard that they want to get rid of that supervisor, because I talked to all the supervisors, and they've even said, they're like, yeah, we want to get rid of him. And I was just like, so it's not just me, because I talked to the other supervisors, and they have a big truck that they patrol in. They do about, man, they drive for miles. They drive from LA to San Diego, and on their shift, and their truck is fucked up. Like, there's so many dents, and like it's just ruined. And because of who? It's because of that supervisor I was talking about. So yeah, definitely interesting. So it's definitely getting dark, and my break is just about up. And yeah, I'll get back to you guys later. Maybe I can record in the pool. I don't know. I'll get back to you guys. All right, so now I get to show you the pool. No one's here. The pool closes at 9 o'clock, and it's 8:28 right now, almost 8:30. So yeah, let me show you around the pool. It's kind of dark, so hopefully you guys can see, but this is the entrance. Right over there is the office where I was sitting. And so we enter this gate. Pool monitor usually sits here. People have to sign in that. And then we enter the pool area. So then, as you can see, once you enter all those doors over there, that's the clubhouse over there. See, there's the kitchen we were looking at last time. So then over here to the right, there's the storage room. That's where the golf cart was, which I showed you. And then over here, okay, so over here is the docks. They have their docks where you get to rent boats during the summertime. Take them out and kind of just patrol the lake. So this is where the boats are at. Those are the boats. People can rent them out. These are the docks. So usually they can rent them out for about, I think, an hour maybe, or something like that. Remember one time I came, and they were actually stranded out there because they're too tired to paddle. It was like an older couple. And finally they got enough strength to paddle over here. I had to throw them a rope. So you can't see any of that, but it's very dark. But that's the whole lake there. And this is where boats can go. You can't ride your boat. You can fish, but... Alright, so we're just came out of the docks. Now I'm gonna
show you into the pool. There's the entrance. There's another entrance over there, and that's where the clubhouse entrance is. Very loud gate, but here is the pool. It's a nice pool. I like it. Remember, there's these teenagers that were here about 11 o'clock. This is a while ago. And I caught them breaking in here, and they were drunk. And so yeah, that was that. They were drunk, kicked them out, they're all pissed. And they were hanging across the school, waiting for me to leave. Well, what happened the next day, my supervisor called me. And everything you see here, like the lounge chairs over there, the umbrellas, everything. Even the chairs that are across from the clubhouse over there that I showed you, the tables, that sitting area, everything was thrown into the lake and the pool. So this was all covered with umbrellas and lounge chairs. They threw a couple chairs out into the lake over here. Those boats that I showed you, they were all thrown into the lake. So yeah, those teenagers cause a lot of shit. I'll see them once in a while, but they haven't done anything too crazy yet. Over here though is they're going to be building a spa, a jacuzzi. Not sure how they're going to do it, but that's where they're building it. And of course all this stuff was thrown into the pool too, all the cement blocks, all this. So it was a mess. The pool was definitely a mess. That was one incident. Probably one of the worst ones, because and the thing is like there's cameras here. And like I kind of told them, I was like, you know what? It's probably the same guys that are trying to, that were here yesterday. Well, the day before that happened. And I was like, you should check the cameras and see what time they came, because they obviously came right after I left. But they said that their cameras weren't recording that day. So, yeah. And over here is just a little sitting area. And there's the whole lake. Definitely a nice view. It's nice out right now. It's kind of windy. But yeah, people can just sit here, look out into the lake. But I know you guys can't really see anything. It's very dark, but just believe me when I say it. Looks nice. And yeah, this is the pool. More lounge chairs. Now we're going over here. So the entrance where we came in is over there. Well, here's another entrance here. So if you keep walking down, you'll hit the vending machines. There's the kitchen there, that backside. And if you keep going over here, walk down this way, there's like a Little playground for kids. I don't know why they should have more lights over here, but there's not many kids that go here at night, so. But yeah, little kids can play here. And then over here is the splash park. This is where, yeah, these things like sprout out water and stuff. This is, usually it would be on right now, but it won't open until like March 28th or something like that. So, yeah, these things are pretty cool when they're on. Guess they don't want to turn on the water just yet because not only is California in a drought, but we are in a mega drought. So, and a shitload of lawn chairs. So you can imagine all this was all dumped into the lake. So yeah. There's a lot of shit to get out. I didn't have to get it out. I think the maintenance crew did, but yeah, suck for them. And over here is just the showers and the bathrooms. Obviously someone left the shower on. Okay. I pressed the wrong button. Awesome. Wrong button. I turned it the wrong way. There we go. I always do that. I always think I turn it the right way and never happens. Shit's all dirty. This is the women's bathroom. So I just have to check these, make sure there's no dead bodies in here or anything like that. Crazy story though. There was an event going on at the clubhouse. I think it was a girl's birthday party, so there was a lot of girls there. And it was about like shitload of girls, but they're all dressed up, dolled up, you know, short skirts. They all looked hot. But yeah, and then I was closing the clubhouse and I was doing the walk with them, and they're and it was near Valentine's Day, and they walked out. Whoa, I just dropped my camera. So they walked out, right, and they're like, hey, hey, Mr. Security Guard. They're like, we have a present for you in the bathroom. And I thought it was the bathrooms in the clubhouse. And, you know, I was like, what the hell? And they all giggled and all that. They're like, they laughed and then they took off. And I was just like, oh, fuck. So I looked in the bathrooms in the clubhouse. There was nothing. There was nothing. But I come in here. And I was like, okay. I come over here and right here, because they all went to the bathroom at the same time. I don't know why. I guess they went to this bathroom at some point. But right here, in a heart shape, it was shaped as a heart. These girls, what they did was they took their tampons, okay? They took their tampons and they formed it in the shape of a heart. So there's about 11 to 12 tampons just right here in the shape of a heart. So it was bloody. It was disgusting looking. Shaped as a heart. Yeah, that's the type of shit I see. So there was three things going through my mind. I was just like, one, why the fuck would you make a heart shape out of tampons? Two, did they all agree upon it? Did they all just gather together and say, hey, let's make a heart-shaped tampon? And three, it made sense why they were all wearing perfume. Yeah, it stunk in here. As soon as I walked in, I automatically knew, like, something went down, but yeah, it smelled of rotten fish at a fish market. Alright, so here's the men's bathroom. Same thing, but and that toilet's clogged. Yeah, so all you girls that love that are tampon throwers and shit, it's fucking grody. But what time is it? 8:43. I might as well lock the bathrooms up now. I don't think anyone's gonna be coming. So I'll get back to you guys later. Alright, so I just locked up the bathrooms. Now I'm just gonna go in here, shut off the light in the kitchen, because it's not supposed to be on, so I'll go in there real quick. Now the one thing that I do hate about this job, and I don't have to do today, thank God, is that every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, there'll always be trash. You know, the event going on, they have to throw their trash out, so they usually leave it here. And normally it doesn't look like this. Normally there'll be like 15 to 20 bags of trash. And what I have to do is take it out to the dumpster, which sucks because I've never had to do that as a security guard. Like, that is supposed to be a janitor thing, not a fucking security guard thing. That's the one thing that does piss me off, though. But yeah, taking out the trash is no fun. And before, they didn't even have any gloves or anything. We had to just take this shit out until I complained. I was like, what the hell was the other security officer doing? Like, did he not complain about this shit? Like, one time there was about 20 bags here. There's beer all over the place. There's shit all over the bags. And then there was like you know those pigs that you cook up? Well, there was a half-eaten pig just laying there. You know, I called up my supervisor. I was like, yo, I ain't picking this shit up. Like, this is like unsanitary. This is just it's disgusting. I ain't touching this shit. And so finally they send over gloves and shit, but sometimes I'll smell like alcohol and shit because, you know, I'm throwing the trash cans in and there's like bottles inside and they break and I'm like, just a pain in the ass. So basically that's about it. That's all I really do is just patrol the lake and patrol the pool. That's all I really do. It's 10 o'clock, so I just got done with lunch. So yep, I'm here until 1, so I start at 5 till 1, and I just do it all over again. Patrol the lake. Why does this thing seem very zoomed in? But yeah, that's all I do. Yeah, not too much. Like I said, don't get that much craziness going on. I'm not tackling anybody or, you know, like I said, it's just teenagers. Once in a while they'll come out, I guess, because they're all done thawing out from winter.
So yeah, they're all coming out now because it's starting to warm up, and they want to cause trouble and all that. But yeah, but that's about it, guys. Trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. I got a lot of stories here, but you guys don't want to hear that. But alright guys, yeah, well thank you for joining me. This is my other position. I still work at the Walmart. I might want to record at Walmart again because there's some big changes going on down there and it's looking different. So I'll have to maybe do another one of those. But alright guys, thank you for joining me. Alright, so as you can probably tell, I look different from what you just seen. So that was pretty much a tour of what I do. But there's when I recorded that stuff, that was probably about a month, maybe a month and a half ago. And I'm not sure when I'm uploading all this, but I thought I'd just put it all together because I know I said that like I love working here. You know, it's a lot better than the last site I had. But there's just some things I have to say. You know, I'm pretty much lying. I mean, I love the place. You know, I love to patrol the lake. You know, I love to patrol the pool. I have no problem with that. What I do have a problem with is the inner workings of management here. You know, every homeowners association has their different managements. They have their certain there's certain ways they like to run things, how they want their security guards to do things. Now, at this site, it is very clear, like, they want me to patrol the lake, check IDs, patrol the pool, check IDs, all that, you know. And if it was just that, I'd be fine. But, you know, there's a lot of inner workings here, and there's a lot of drama. And it goes all the way back to the old site I used to work for, the one with the schizophrenics and all the pools and all that. It goes all the way back to that. And it's followed me here because of a certain person that works in this association. There's drama, and there's a certain type of person that I don't get along with here. So there is drama. I do like the place, but I don't like the way management run things here. You know, like I said, every place runs their association different. Here, I feel more like, I think each week it's changing. I feel more of a janitor than I am a security guard. I know some of you, I've complained to many people, you know, through texting and all that, and people I talk to. And for when like an event is done, I have to take out the trash. I didn't used to do that when I first started, and now they're starting to do it, and like I was like, okay. And there was a lot of complaints I had because I think management doesn't really understand what trash is. You know, there are a bunch of girls that work here and only one guy. And you know, when they say trash, it's not a big deal, but they're not here on the weekends late at night when the party ends. And the trash I have to deal with, you know, there's alcohol, there's glass, there's sharp objects, there's disgusting shit in trash. It's trash. It stinks, and you know, they put out like 2 barrels out in the back with trash bags in them, and that's it. Now, I've complained over and over that they need to put more barrels out there and more trash bags because they're always complaining that, you know, I got the residents complaining that, oh, we need more trash bags, blah, blah, blah. And for one, I don't know where they keep their trash bags. They don't tell me where they keep their trash bags. So I have to take out the trash, right? So they give them 2 barrels, so they think that, oh, 2 barrels will be enough. No. Usually when an event is done, I'm usually ending up throwing away about 30 bags, so 30 barrel-full bags of trash. 30 bags. And they only give them 2 barrels. So there's that. And so what I have to do is at the park in front of the clubhouse there, I park my golf cart, I put the trash bags on my golf cart, and I ride across the street, which the dumpster is. You know, it's a little ways, but you know, with the golf cart, it's whatever. But I have to make at least maybe
a good 6 trips to get all the all the trash into the dumpster. And then I've also complained because, you know, at these parties they eat a lot of food. Sometimes there's pigs, like, you know, they eat whole pigs. You know, they roast a whole pig. Well, sometimes they just leave the carcass almost half eaten and just lying there on a cardboard box. You know, and I've complained multiple times, and they expect me to get that shit and throw it in the dumpster. And I've complained because I'm like, it's a health hazard. I've complained and they got in trouble for it, and I think that's why they don't like me. I was like, you know, if I'm going to be picking up that trash, because I left it, I was like, I ain't picking this shit up. Like, there's no way I am going to get my uniforms dirty, and every time I take out the trash, I stink. It's a fucking pain, and I was tired of it, and I was like, I'm not taking this out. You know, I called my supervisor, I was like, yo, I ain't taking this out. There's like pig carcasses here. I'm not taking this trash out until maybe like they give me some gloves or something, because they're not providing me with anything. And they're like, okay. And so management got all pissed off about that. Finally, they gave me gloves, but that only lasted for a little while. And I guess what management did is like took half of the gloves out and gave it to their janitors. And then they left me with a half a box. So now that box has been gone for a while, and I keep asking them for more gloves, but they keep ignoring me. This is how management is here with me. And I know why they have a problem with me. It's because one of the management people that works here, I know him. It's a him, the only guy that works here. And his name is Armando. And I'm not sure if you guys remember at my last post, the one with the schizophrenics at the pool. Well, you remember how I was saying, like, this guy hired me and he talked to me. He's like, oh, thank you for coming, and how everybody was quitting because they couldn't handle. Well, this is the guy that was saying that. You know, he was grateful that I was there. Well, he's the type of guy that will look you in the eye, he'll shake your hand, and be two-faced as fuck. He's the type of guy that always wears, you know, those pink polo shirts. You know what I mean? He's that type of guy where he just say, oh, you know, thank you. And then, but once you get a complaint from a resident, he'll automatically assume the resident is right, I am wrong for doing my job. I've gotten stupid complaints that are just stupid. Like, you hear it and you're just like, wow, yeah, that was made up from a story. But this guy believes all that shit. And, you know, I can understand, you know, he's the assistant general manager here, so he has to take their word, and, you know, and they have to talk to me about it. You know, obviously it's not true, but he's the type where, and this is where I say it goes back a long ways. Now, me and him have really butted heads because he used to work for our company, for Securitas. And so what happened is he got fired from the company. Now, it's very hard to get fired from a company unless you do really something wrong in this company. And I guess he got fired from this company, and he's always had like this revenge upon our company. So, and then he switched over to, you know, a general manager assistant for the homeowners association around this county. So when I got hired, I got a lot of complaints and all that. And because I was getting a lot of complaints that were not true, you know, I've had my supervisors talking to me. They know me. They know how I work. Well, he just doesn't give a fuck. And what he did at that last site, because I had to switch over to this one, he hired another security company. All right, sorry about that. Someone was at the door. But yeah, like I was saying, I should probably tell you the reason. I'm not sure if I explained this yet to you guys, but of why I switched posts, why I wasn't working there and now I'm here. Well, basically because I was getting so many complaints, you know, I'd always get a call from this Armando guy, the manager of the associations. And, you know, he'd always give me the complaints that I'd get, you know. Like I said, stupid complaints, you know. One was, I mean, I think I got a few of them saying that a resident said that I hit a baby over the head with a vodka bottle or some shit like that. Stupid fucking complaints, you know. And so what happened was, you know, and he called me one day and he was like, you know what,
From now on, I'm just going to be monitoring you. There's cameras. I'm just going to be watching you because you're getting a lot of complaints. And I was like, go for it. You know, I'm not doing anything wrong. You can see exactly what I do. You know, and you know, he's that type of person where he thought that would piss me off. I would say some shit, and I was just like, no. So basically, he was watching me through the cameras, and because he was watching me, he saw what I was doing. I wasn't doing anything wrong, so he couldn't prove that I was doing anything wrong. So what he did was hire another security company without letting Securitas know about it. So basically there's two security guards there, two different companies. There's me, and then there's another security company, a brand new security company. So basically, you know, I started seeing this guy show up, and you know, I'm getting complaints from residents saying, you know, there's this guy here. A lot of the residents knew me. They knew that I was the regular one there, and they were like, who the hell is this guy? Blah blah blah. And so basically, he was starting to come a lot more often. Now, when that happens, usually that means the other company is about to take over. So I knew what exactly was going to happen a few months down the road. So, and you know, I actually got along with the guy because me and him would meet up sometimes, and then we'd just be talking in the office and whatever. And you know, I was very careful of what to say to him because I knew Armando was having him spy on me. So, yeah. So because of that, and then what Armando did was cancel our contract with our company because his company couldn't afford our company because we are expensive, because we have more training than the newer guys do. So that's basically what he did to get his revenge on that. So that's why we lost that contract. So now they moved me over here. Well, I guess he also lost that contract. I don't know why, but who cares? And he moved over to this place. And now I happen to just, you know, I happen to get this post. So immediately I didn't know that Armando was working here. And until I saw a card of his name here. You know, they have the cards of the office people that work here. I saw his card, and I was just like, is that the same guy? And then one day, you know, I saw him, and you know, I've seen him around. I've seen him, you know, swim in the pools once in a while, you know, at the other post. And you know, he has a beautiful wife, and he has 2 kids, a daughter and a son. But he's a fucking prick. And basically, I saw him again. You know, they were having an event here. Him and one of the other office girls here. They were having a party up in the clubhouse, and I saw him, and he was like, "Hey, you work here?" I was like, "Yep." And so it was kind of very awkward between me and him because we all knew the type of guy he is and stuff like that. And it was just funny seeing him at this party because, you know, he was trying to like flirt with the office girl. You know, he was touching her, and like, you know, they were kissing at one point. You know, and I'm seeing all this shit, and I'm just like. I was like, man, what a fucking douchebag. You know, I was just like, this guy's a prick. He has a wife and kids, and he's basically flirting with another girl, cheating on her, and I'm just like, man. And, you know, and he said some things. He's like, yo, man, I remember you from the other post. He's like, hey, just letting you know, I'll be watching you. And I was just like, hey, you can keep watching me. It'll be like the other post, you know. So it was kind of back and forth between him. So basically, it's the same shit that's going on here. So basically what he's doing is changing the rules around here of what we do. Now, I always complain about the trash and all that stuff. Well, he keeps adding stuff on. So it started off with me taking out the trash, blah, 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 whatever. And then now they changed the rules. Now I have to clean the bathrooms. Now I have to change the linens of the trash cans. And then I have to take the trash out. And then I have to clean the clubhouse. I'm basically a fucking janitor. I'm not a security guard here anymore. So, and besides that, I still have to patrol and all that and stuff like that. So one day, you know, it was late one day, like the party, I get off at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you know, the party didn't end until 1, and then they're cleaning up, so I had to stay over, you know, so which is kind of bad for them, and I still have to take out the trash, whatever. I got overtime for it, but because I was so much in a rush, you know, I forgot to lock one door. It was the supply door, because they were looking for trash cans, so I decided to look for it, the trash cans, and it was in the supply room. And basically, I guess at the end of my shift, sorry, I can't talk. At the end of my shift, just one door was unlocked, you know, and that was the first time I've ever left anything unlocked. Well, that was on a Saturday, or no, that was on a Sunday. That's right. And then it was in the weekend. Well, it happens to be that Monday Armando came on, and he found that door unlocked. So what do you think is going to happen? You know, so he makes a complaint to our supervisors and all this bullshit. And so, and then just about an hour ago, they told me about it. So that was last week that happened. They found the door unlocked. And basically, there's no way anyone can get to that door. You have to jump at least 2 to 3 gates just to get to that door. And if anything, if they're going to get in that door, and if they want to steal something, the only thing they're going to steal is toilet paper. That's the only fucking thing that's in there. So it's like, whatever, it was a mistake. You know, I was in a rush. I got off late, whatever. Well, he made a complaint to my supervisor, and I got a verbal thing today. I'm going to read it to you. So basically, this is my verbal report here. So on 4/20/2015, Heritage Lake client Armando reported unsecured doors. Now remember that, doors. He reported unsecured doors. More specifically, the supply room. Our client feels you, Eric Easton, are not providing an adequate job because it is only happened on the weekend. Please be more diligent and thorough carrying best your orders, and please look over your post orders over Heritage Lake. Now, so I have my supervisor telling me this, and I'm laughing inside. I'm just like, motherfucker. I was like, okay, you know, it's only happened once, you know. I screw up one time and they flip their shit. This is how management is here. They're fucking idiots. And it was Armando that made the complaint. And I told the supervisor, I was like, hey, me and Armando don't get along. And even the supervisor knows it. He's like, yeah, I know. We have a problem with Armando, blah, blah, blah. So that's when I said, I was like, I want out of here. You know, this guy is just trying to get me fired. He has this. This is on my record now, this verbal. So now if I fuck up, I get a written. This is the first time I've ever gotten in this company. I've worked here for almost more than a year now. And yeah, so I'm just like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I was like, this little piece of shit, pink collared wearing motherfucker, cheating on his wife, piece of shit, is gonna try to fire me? Fuck him. So I just said, you know what, I want out of here. I was like, and I told him, I was like, yo, I'm a janitor here. I'm not a security guard. I don't belong here. I belong someplace where, I was like, man, send me back to that other place or something. Like, I'd rather be there than deal with all the fucking drama that's happening here in this management here. You know, because of this fucking Armando guy. You know, he's drama, whatever. He's a little bitch. And so yeah. I got a complaint because of him. So yeah, I told the supervisor, yo, I want out of here, man. Like, if you have anything over the weekends or whatever, you know, 8 hours, get me the fuck out of here. And they do have positions available, and so I might be working a different job there. I don't know what it'll be. And then I'm going to be calling management tomorrow in the morning, because I have to call my scheduling assistant person and all that to tell her about it, and he's gonna send an email, and I'm just gonna tell everyone that's happened. You know, there's drama. There's Armando. They know Armando. You know, he's a little bitch. He's butthurt that he got fired from Securitas, so he's just taking out on me. You know, getting his revenge and stuff like that. So I feel sorry for whoever has to work here, because it's a nice place. The people are all right. You know, I love patrolling the lake, but management can suck a dick. And yeah, I just thought I'd get that out there. I'm not sure if there's going to be a part 2, or maybe I just might crunch it all together. I don't know. But I thought I should just put that out there that, you know, it's not all dandy. You know, this has been going on for a while, the drama I've had to deal with in the inner workings, and you know, and you know, management inside my company, they know me. They know I don't screw up easily unless something, you know, unless it's my fault. You know, and I told the supervisor, I was like, yeah, I did leave it unlocked. You know, I remember going in there and I told him, I was like, yeah, I did leave it unlocked. That was my bad. I fess up to my mistakes. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or hide it. You know, I told him, I was like, yeah, now that I remember it, I did fuck up. I did unlock it. But I think it's how stupid how the first mistake I make, you know, I think if it wasn't for Armando, I think probably they would have just shrugged it off, like, okay, hey, you know. And now, and because of management, all they're doing is leaving sticky notes. I have fucking sticky notes all over the place. I mean, I have like shit like this, okay, like sticky notes like that all over when I get into work here when I first start, saying, security, make sure you take out the trash, make sure you give them adequate time of cleaning the clubhouse, and make sure you take out the trash, make sure every fucking time I come in here, it's like they think I'm stupid now, and I know it's Armando telling management, and I'm just like, fuck that, you know, it's pissing me off. But, you know, now that I know there's positions available, which I didn't think there is, because, you know, times are tough here, everyone's trying to get a position, but because management knows me, they know how I work, I'm popular with you know, everyone knows me, they know how I work, and, you know, they know I'm good at what I'm doing, you know, I don't fuck up often. So they're you know, the supervisors are basically, you know, we'll get you out of here, you don't seem happy. Like, I was pissed, like, I was, you know, I shouldn't cuss in front of a supervisor, but I was like, I had to tell him how it is. It's like, because he knows me a little bit, and he's like, man, you're like really pissed off about this. I was like, yeah, like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I hate it here, I hate coming here, and then I have to deal with management on top of the dumbasses I have to deal with here. You know, I don't need to deal with this shit. I just told him, I was like, get me the fuck out of here. I was like, I'm just gonna call, put in a recommendation or something, and you know, fuck homeowners associations. That's all I've worked. I've worked security for almost 3 years now. 2 years? I don't even fucking remember. But this company and the other company I work for, nothing but homeowners associations, and I'm sick of it. I want out of here. So everything's kind of coming together a bit. So my schedule might change. You know, I might be working graveyard instead of you know, mid shift, because I work from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. So yeah, that was just my little rant there. You know, God, I've been doing a lot of rants lately. You know, I just did see, the thing is, I don't know when I'm gonna upload this. I think I might upload this first, and then, because I have a couple IRL vlogs I need to upload now that I'm done with my partnership. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know about that this place is not all sunshines as what I made it out to be a couple weeks ago. You know, that was drama. It's drama. And this Armando guy can go suck a dick, you know. I better not see him again. I better not see his wife and kids again, because I'll tell his wife right in front of him, yo, I saw you kissing that girl at the event, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you gonna try to get me fired? Well, I'm gonna try to get you divorced. So, yeah, he's a fucking douchebag, man. He's a two-faced fuck. So, yep. Alright, guys, thank you for watching this. I know this is a long IRL vlog, but I had to get it off my chest. I feel a lot better now that I'm going to be getting out of here soon, so I might be doing more IRL vlogs. Position 4, maybe? I think it is, yeah. Position 4. And there's also changes going on at Walmart. I'm going to have to upload another IRL vlog over there. Definitely looks different now. But, yeah. Don't know what to say, but thank you for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to play play some games, you know. But make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the next IRL vlog. I'm Skull Ripper, and I'm out. Late.